All right, everyone. So now to the grammar part of the test. Now with the grammar part, I think it's self-explanatory on some of these, but I wanted to talk about them just in case because there's been a couple things we haven't talked about in a little while, and I wanted them to be fresh in your mind again. So our first one here, 24, this is about pronoun antecedent agreement. The antecedent is the noun that comes before the pronoun, i.e. it's the noun that the pronoun is referring to, and they must agree, right? So Mr. Black was in the hospital, right? You would not say she was tired. You're right. He was tired, right? He is referencing back to Mr. Black. You wouldn't say they was tired because it's just one person. If communities focus on cultivating empathy together, they can create networks of trust. So we have to find two nouns in this sentence, I'll tell you. One of them is communities, and the others is networks of trust. Now in this next sentence, it's all pronouns. So which pronouns are they referring to? And ask yourself, are they singular nouns or plural nouns? Communities and networks of trust. Singular or plural. So these, that's referring to the networks of trust, can support you during good times and protect them during life's storms. So what is the best pronoun to replace you here that's referencing back to communities? Okay. And if you just plugged in the pronoun, it should make sense to you. Okay. Question 25, you have 4 words, way, hung, been, and whole. And the question is simple. Which one of these is used correctly? They're all spelled correctly. That's how you spell way, that's how you spell hung, that's how you spell been, that's one of the ways you spell whole. But which one of these is used correctly? Is this how we use whole? Is this how we use been? Is this how we use hung? Is this how we use way? Choose the one word that's used incorrectly. Okay, number question 26. This is about comparative adjectives. The Cat's children were more happier with their candy than Helen was because they appreciated her gift. More happier, right? So we can use more or we can add ER, but we never do both of them together. Okay, so how should this be written instead? And then also ask yourself, is that the correct way to write the word happier? Question number 27. This is making a compound sentence. You're going to take this sentence right here and combine it with this sentence right here using a fanboys. But now ask yourself, which of the fanboys best fits there? So, but, or. I hope that we don't choose because. Okay, notice they all have commas as well because that's how we write our compound sentences. Our last one here is a complex sentence. With a complex sentence, you have that thing that it's tough to remember, known as a subordinating conjunction. There are a bunch of them, right? But you ask yourself, is the subordinating conjunction at the beginning of the sentence, or do we find it somewhere in the middle of the sentence? If it's at the beginning of the sentence, it's the easiest way to write it. You write a comma after the clause, the first clause is over, and then that's it. That should be your entire sentence. So which one of these is doing that the correct way? Now, for today, after your test, if you have not finished your writing, I need this writing done. I need it turned in by Friday, but some of you watching this Friday, so I'm just going to say I need it turned in today. Okay? Second thing is, if this is done, you are working on the science of gratitude. You may get this article from the sub. There's a video explaining it in detail as well. Okay, so after the test, I need the expository writing finished. I only received a couple of questions, so that leads me to believe that the rest of you know what you're doing. If not, I need to hear from you to let me know what you need help with, because I will gladly help you from afar as best I can. You guys know what you're doing. It's just it's worded in a way that it's tough at first, but you guys know how to write. I've seen it. We've been doing it for a month and a half. You've got this. So it's after your test. Finish this expository writing and make sure you get it submitted. All right. I miss you guys. I can't wait to see you guys next week. We might have snow. So, I mean, obviously, I know you really want snow, and I mean, who doesn't? But if we don't, I can't wait to see you guys next week. If not, the week after. Okay. We'll see what happens. All right. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.